Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, yet a philosopher first, a man whose life was filled with immense responsibility, uncertainty, and loss, and yet, his mind remained calm, deliberate, and strong. He wrote not for fame or glory, but to guide himself, and others, in mastering fear, in facing the unknown, and in living deliberately. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Pause, and let that settle. Fear does not reside in the world outside, it resides in the stories we tell ourselves, in the judgments we cast, in imagined disasters that may never come to pass. Marcus understood this deeply. He did not deny fear, he observed it, studied it, and acted regardless. Consider moments when fear rises quietly, perhaps a new opportunity appears, a task seems beyond your capability. Your mind imagines failure, embarrassment, or judgment, and you hesitate. Marcus would remind us, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Fear is a guide, not a barrier. It points toward action that matters, toward growth, toward understanding yourself. Or think of confronting someone who has wronged you, a colleague, a friend, a family member. You may feel fear before approaching them, not because of what they have done, but because of the consequences of speaking up, the possible backlash, the ripple effect of honesty. Marcus Aurelius would say, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. You can approach the situation calmly, thoughtfully, without aggression, letting reason guide your steps. Fear also arises when pursuing new ventures, trying something uncertain, risking a goal that feels intimidating. The mind anticipates failure, embarrassment, or rejection. Marcus wrote, do not indulge in dreams of having what you do not have. Instead, fix your attentions on the finest and best that you have, and imagine how much you would long for these if they were not in your possession. Presence, preparation, and deliberate action transform fear into clarity, into strength. Even daily life is filled with moments where fear subtly appears, the hesitation to speak your mind, anxiety before a new encounter, the quiet dread of taking responsibility. Marcus teaches that courage is not the absence of fear, it is observing it, naming it, and moving forward deliberately. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Courage is cultivated in small, consistent acts, just as much as in great deeds. Criticism, too, can provoke fear, the worry that others will judge, misunderstand, or disapprove. Marcus would remind us, if it is not right, do not do it, if it is not true, do not say it. Fear often lies not in others' opinions but in our own anticipation of consequences. Approach these moments with reason, with principle, and fear loses its grip. Even mortality, the fleeting nature of life, can paralyze the mind. Yet Marcus wrote, do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Fear is natural, inevitable, but it need not dominate. It can inform, guide, and strengthen. Consider decisions with far-reaching consequences, choices in relationships, careers, or personal ambitions. Fear may whisper, what if I fail? What if I disappoint? What if I am not enough? Marcus Aurelius would say, you have power over your mind. Realize this, and you will find strength. Observe the fear, step through it deliberately, act with wisdom, not hesitation. Even the mundane can provoke fear, the dread of making a mistake in public, the anxiety of being misunderstood. Marcus teaches that observing fear, letting it exist, and moving forward thoughtfully builds a mind capable of facing any storm. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. In that stillness, fear loses its dominion. Fear can appear in subtle social moments, when offering feedback to a superior, when approaching someone you admire, when making a choice that others may question. The trembling heart is natural, but Marcus shows us that you do not need to meet it with aggression, you meet it with thoughtfulness, clarity, and calm courage. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Observe fear, name it, move forward, and it becomes a teacher, not a tyrant. Marcus Aurelius lived in a world of constant danger, armies at the borders, disease, political intrigue, and yet he wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Fear is part of life, but reason, reflection, and deliberate action allow you to move through it, to act with clarity, and to live fully. Even centuries later, his words remain true: fear is not the master. Reason, awareness, and deliberate action are. You have power over your mind. Realize this, and you will find strength. In moments of hesitation, in quiet dread, in anxiety over the unknown, remember Marcus Aurelius. Observe fear, let it exist, move forward. The mind grows stronger, courage becomes habitual, and life, no matter how uncertain, can be faced with calm, wisdom, and the quiet, unwavering strength of a philosopher emperor.